Hello everyone and welcome to another fun-filled review episode from Gadmode, and today we'll be reviewing the Moto G4 Plus. So this is one of those brilliant phones that has been released from Motorola since its acquisition by Lenovo, and surprisingly, apart from that small blue label on top of the cover, other than that there is no other Lenovo branding on the phone. So this is the phone, and cover and the packaging looks very much like any of the Motorola phones. And from the first glance, when you look at the phone, it reminds you of the Google Nexus 5 series phones which used to release some years back. And from the back, it might remind you of the old Samsung phones because of the plasticky look that it has. But overall, it looks very much simple. And looking at the contents of the package, it's just the normal content with the earphones, the charger, USB cable, and user manual. And from the user reviews that we have read, earphones are not up to the mark. Now coming to the phone, the design element of the phone is very much simple, and Motorola has decided to keep it very much simplistic in nature, and the back is entirely made up of plastic. So there the design quality goes down, and if you look at the bottom of the screen, you just have this USB charging port, and on top you have just the 3.5 mm jack. So there are no noise cancellation ports either on the top or bottom of the phone. Even on the sides of the phone, it's pretty much neat and simple, and the only buttons that are on the side are the power button and the volume rocker. And there is no SIM card slot on the sides because it is on the back near the battery. And on the front, we have a small noise cancellation port just beside the home button, which also adds up as the fingerprint sensor. On the top of the phone front side, we have the 5 megapixel shooter along with the speakers, and on the back we have the 16 megapixel shooter along with this flash that is there, and then we have the Motorola branding and nothing else apart from that. So this is the plastic casing that comes along with the phone, and it looks so much plasticky in nature. And actually we have this non-replaceable 3000 mAh battery, which is very much efficient. And here are the SIM card slots along with the dedicated micro SD card slot. So this is something old school technique which Motorola has decided to implement into its phones this time, just to make it much more simplified and just to remove the complexity of the serious issues like the hybrid SIM card slot and all that most of the phones these days face. Now just powering on the phone, we can see the Motorola symbol, and it just plays some animation, and there we can finally see the Lenovo branding on the phone. And probably that's the only place where we can see a Lenovo branding on the phone. And the user interface is pretty much simplistic. It's a stock Android user version with the home page where you can have all your applications and all. And this is a stock Android version. You have this notifications panel also in the stock Android format, and then there's this brightness adjustment bar. And so the screen looks very much impressive because this is a full HD screen, a 5.5-inch full HD screen. And now navigating to the settings, here we can see the settings are neatly laid out in the most simplistic manner possible. Moving down towards the about phone, we can see that this phone is running on Android 7.0, which is surprisingly impressive. Now this is just like a V8 engine that is cranked up into the boot of a regular city cab. Just because of the design elements that look so much simplistic, we should not be underestimating the power of this device. And rest of the phone status shows the other details such as the RAM and the internal storage, which is 32 GB, and this phone has got a 3 GB RAM, and the display is a 1920x1080, which means a full HD display. And again, the camera also. This was a comprehensive review of the Moto G4 Plus. We'll be back with an in-depth review in our second part. So for the time being, do give a thumbs up for this video, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned to our channel for much more interesting videos like these.